The landscape of education has changed. Learners in this generation undergo learning events by utilizing knowledge from various digital sources. The way students learn nowadays and the way active learning is conducted requires educators to have digital competencies. Educators are expected to have an integrative teaching and learning delivery according to the mode of the class and the program. Active learning lessons are also needed, where the students need to be equipped with digital competency and digital citizenship, so they will be able to utilize information in a responsible manner and to contribute to the wealth of digital curation. Besides, an educator is expected to know suitable software and utilize tools to be able to give an integrative teaching and learning delivery. Educators are often also expected to be able to handle certain devices during the lesson, to be able to connect the students who attend the lesson physically and virtually in a hybrid or face-to-face classroom. On top of that, they also use tools to be able to track the learning completion of their students, to be able to conduct intervention mechanisms such as conduct special groups discussion, tutorial, or counseling. Meanwhile, the European Framework for Digital Competence for Educators, published in 2018, covers the professional engagement, digital resources, teaching and learning, assessment, empowering learners, and facilitating learners' digital competence. We can see that the competencies under each of the core competencies are very relevant to our role as an educator and how digital competencies has become the center of the skill. The recent DICCOM 2.2 release, which is on the Digital Competence Framework for Citizens, also highlights that digital competence as one of the key competencies for lifelong learning, and this is interlinked with other competencies. DICCOM 2.2 has retained the descriptors for the conceptual reference model of DICCOM 2.1 and maintain the proficiency levels. The competencies cover the information and data literacy, communication and collaboration, content creation, safety, and problem solving. The competencies are a combination of knowledge, skills, and attitudes, or in other words, composed of concepts, description of skills, and attitudes. The key competencies are developed throughout life. Meanwhile, the EDC, or Educators Digital Competency Framework by the European Union, published in 2022, covers 4 aspects. Knowledge development, which focuses on the educator's pedagogic competencies. Then, knowledge application, where it highlights the learner's competences. And knowledge sharing, which focuses on the professional engagement and collaboration. And knowledge and communication, which addresses the organizational communication competences. Applications such as augmented reality and augmented analytics are going to immerse in the daily life of educators and students for learning activities soon. We can see also that chatbot has become one of the modalities used in teaching. Image recognition technology and voice recognition technology are also taking place in the modality of teaching nowadays. Tools such as data analytics and dashboard are useful to be able to analyze the gaps and to be able to be used by the academic administrator to identify curriculum improvements. As the usage of AI become increased in our daily life, it is crucial to have a guidance for policy making. UNESCO has produced an AI and education guidance for policymakers, which covers essentials of AI to highlight the AI technologies that can benefit education. The perspective of AI education policy is towards the humanistic approach as an overarching principle. There are 4 questions that are being asked under this perspective. First, on how AI can be leveraged to enhance education, how AI can be best exploited for the common good in education, and how can we ensure the ethical, inclusive, and equitable use of AI, as well as how education can prepare humans to live and work with AI. The humanistic approach as an overarching principle for AI and education policies address several aspects, such as these to steer AI and education policy development and practices towards protecting human rights and equipping people with the values and skills needed for sustainable development and effective human-machine collaboration in life, learning and work, to ensure that AI is human-controlled and centered on serving people and that it is deployed to enhance capacities for students and teachers, to design AI applications in an ethical, non-discriminatory, equitable, transparent, and auditable manner, and monitor and evaluate the impact of AI on people and society throughout the value chains, as well as to foster the human values needed to develop and apply AI. This is to define values that prioritize people and environment over efficiency and human interaction over human-machine interaction. Indeed, the world's citizens need to understand what the impact of AI might be and what AI can and cannot do, when it is useful and when it should be questioned, as well as how it might be steered for the public good. This requires everyone to achieve some level of competency with regards to AI, including knowledge, understanding, skills, and value orientation. And together, this is called AI literacy. AI literacy is defined as the combination between data literacy and algorithm literacy. Data literacy is the ability to understand how AI collects, cleans, manipulates, and analyzes data, while the algorithm literacy is the ability to understand how AI algorithms find patterns and connections in the data, which might be used for human-machine interaction. UNESCO has also published the AI curricular learning outcomes as shown on the screen, which is to recognize AI, to understand intelligence, interdisciplinary AI, the general and narrow AI, to identify AI strengths and weaknesses, to imagine the future AI, representation, decision-making, ML steps, or known as machine learning steps, human roles in AI, data literacy, how to learn from data, how to critically interpret data, the action and reaction, the sensors, ethics, and programmability. The EU has published a reference called CRANE DL, for Teacher Training for Data Literacy and Computer Science Competences, covering 2 focuses. First is on the Information and Data Literacy core competences, as well as focus 2, AI for Education.